Hello, Saskia here. The other day, I had a friend I visited in their backyard, and it was one of my free weekends. Every other weekend, the girls are with their father. And I love this woman for her honesty. And she said, I actually feel a little jealous of you having the weekend to yourself. And she expanded upon it and she said, each of my kids have their own room and everyone has a place to retreat to apart from my husband and myself. And she was noticing the envy of not having one little area to herself to retreat to. And it was interesting because it expanded my vision. I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. I mean, my girls share a room and my eldest is always complaining about not having her own private space. And yeah, there are many kids who do share rooms. But I think the nugget is, how do we create space for ourselves? Even if there might not be physical room in our houses in order to give ourselves a spare room, a basement, or, not everyone has the luxury to have a room all to themselves where they can retreat to. And it's just not viable. But how can we achieve that regardless where and how we live? And that's really what this is about. Yes, being a single parent, I do hold so much more than if I was in a relationship. I have to do the finances, I have to bring in the money, I have to do the cooking. There's no one around that I can say, can you please do that for me? Other than the kids, and they have their own responsibilities and they are learning and those responsibilities are expanding and growing. But what is it that we can do? I just had a beauty walk in the room. What is it that we can do to support ourselves in that self-care, in that nurturing? I'm nearly finished. It just got a very cheeky look. And how can we find that time for ourselves, to give back to ourselves? This is going to be a very short one because it's important. We do all need time to ourselves, to recenter, to do things that are enjoyable, be it to do some sewing or have a creative outlet in which we can feel that we're rejuvenating ourselves. I've spoken in another video about saying to my kids, Mama needs time out. And we have every right to say that to our family and to our children, so that we can retreat and allow ourselves to tank up, refill, be it going out for a walk. We don't always have the luxury of having a whole weekend to ourselves. And really, when I have the weekend, there is a lot of work that is in that time. So it's not that I have the freedom to put my feet up and do nothing, and that's the case for everybody, most people. But I do allow myself extra time to nurture, extra time to really give back to myself, unscheduled time. But that is for each of us to do, even if we are with or without family, friends, housemates, kids. So I challenge you to find that time, to give yourself time out, if you would, to let your family know, I'm going to retreat for an hour or 2 hours, and I will come back out. Please do not disturb me. Please honor this request that I am asking of you, and allow me this time to recenter. Thank you. Many blessings.